Unemployment in the Great Depression was caused by the market crash, which caused hundreds of people to lose their jobs, lose their homes, and face starvation in a lot of cases. This happened because when the market crashed, a lot of companies depended on this and they were unable to pay the workers that they tried to keep. So most of the workers were fired and forced to find other work.
1929. The financial house of cards collapses, and the overinflated stock market plunges into a Great Depression. A financial panic grips the world. For the majority, it means the interminable line outside factory gates, desperately hoping for a job that rarely comes. It means hunger and a march of the unemployed in the nation's capital. With acute domestic problems, America would now isolate herself more than ever from the international scene. It started in America, but practically overnight an economic blizzard swept the world. In Japan, France, Britain, always the unemployed, the soup kitchens, the grinding poverty, and the despair.
Margaret Macpherson was born in Adelaide. She studied art. From 1904, she studied in Munich, Paris, and Spain, and she returned to Adelaide from 1907 to 1912. After further years overseas in England and Europe, she settled in Sydney in 1919. Her work includes paintings, wood engravings, and lino-cut prints. She was one of the earliest white Australian artists to appreciate the depth of Aboriginal culture and art, the influences of which can be seen in her art. In 1937, she was awarded the silver medal at the Paris International Exhibition. Her work is represented in all Australian states and many regional galleries.
The opening of the Harbour Bridge was a significant event. It was as early as 1815 that Francis Grimme proposed building a bridge from the northern to the southern shore of the harbour. The bridge was starting to be considered as unsuitable, and the momentum of the bridge almost stopped. However, after the First World War, the plans were made more serious and a general design for the Harbour Bridge to be built. The New South Wales government then invited worldwide tenders for the construction of the bridge in 1922, and the contract was left to the English firm Dorman Long & Co. of Middlesbrough. The construction of the Sydney Harbour Bridge started in 1924 and took 1,400 men to build at a cost of £4.2 million. 6 million hand rivets and 53,000 tonnes of steel were used in its construction. On the opening of the bridge, the New South Wales Premier Jack Lang could cut the ribbon of the Harbour Bridge, but the new guard cut the ribbon with his sword, Captain de Groot, and believed that the member of the royal family should open the bridge. Captain de Groot was detained, and then the ribbon was tied together, and the Premier officially cut the ribbon. 16 workers lost their lives during the construction of the Harbour Bridge. The Sydney Harbour Bridge impacted Sydney's tourism and made it better. The Harbour Bridge has now become permanently part of New South Wales, and I think men and women would fight to keep it up.
Jack Lang was born 21st December 1876 and was nicknamed Jack, and was the Australian Premier of New South Wales, and he is so far the only Premiers in Australia ever to have been dismissed by a state governor. In Jack Lang's first term as Premier, Lang carried out many social programs, including state pensions for widowed mothers with dependent children under 14, a universal and mandatory system of workers' compensation for death, illness and injury incurred on the job, funded by premiums levied on employers, the abolition of student fees in state-run high schools, and improvements to various welfare schemes such as child endowment. Jack Lang's radical plan was to maintain wages by using public funds and loans to create jobs and generate prosperity. The federal government, the Supreme Court and the Legislative Council, they were furious, and when Jack Lang refused to pay loan interest and the Commonwealth Bank commenced legal action, Jack Lang had good intentions, but he should have tried to find alternative solutions to give men and women homes and jobs. Jack Lang lived the rest of his life in the suburbs. Lang died in Oldham in September 1975, aged 90.